Moving to a new country is a huge adventure. But let's be real, finding a place to live, especially in a mega city like Dhaka, can feel pretty overwhelming. So in this guide, we're going to break it all down. We'll give you a clear step-by-step roadmap to make your move a total success. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so the decision's made. You're moving to Dhaka. The excitement is building, but then that big question hits. Where are you even going to live? Trying to figure out a new rental market can feel like you're lost in a maze, right? Full of unknowns and a whole lot of potential stress. But what if I told you the system has already changed to make your life way, way easier?
And here it is, the best news you'll hear all day. The rental market in Dhaka, especially for foreigners, has had a major upgrade. Gone are the days of worrying about shipping furniture or figuring out how to set up utilities from scratch. Today, the market is all about convenience. It's built for you to just arrive and settle right in.
So, let's kick things off with the single biggest change you need to get your head around, Dhaka's new rental scene. This whole shift towards move-in-ready living is an absolute game changer. It's designed to get you out there enjoying your new city, not stuck at home wrestling with logistics.
So, who exactly are your neighbors going to be in these places? Well, as you can see, it's a pretty diverse crowd. You've got diplomats, professionals on corporate assignments, Bangladeshis who live abroad, and students. The real takeaway here is the community you'll be joining. It's often international, professional, and a great network to tap into from day one.
Let's move on to what is probably the most important decision you're going to make, and I'm not exaggerating here, choosing your neighborhood. In a city as massive and bustling as Dhaka, where you choose to live will genuinely shape your entire day-to-day experience.
This chart here gives you the lay of the land for the top expat spots. You've got Gulshan, that's the upscale, diplomatic hub. Then there's Baradara, which is quieter and more residential. Banani is super vibrant and modern. Bashundhara is great for longer-term stays, and Uttara is a bit more suburban. Each one has its own distinct personality. So you've got to ask yourself, which of these sounds the most like?
To really see what I mean, let's put two of the most popular areas, Gulshan and Manani, head-to-head. Gulshan is your top-tier, extra-secure choice, home to embassies and all the premium amenities. But it definitely comes with a hefty price tag. Right next door, you have Banani. It's got a more energetic, modern vibe with a great mix of apartments and cool cafes. It's still expensive, but a little more accessible. It's all about matching the neighborhood's vibe to your own lifestyle and budget.
All right, so you've zeroed in on a neighborhood or two. Fantastic. Now for the fun part, the actual hunt for your apartment. Let's walk through the nitty-gritty, from what you should expect to find inside to how you actually go about finding it.
So you see a listing that says, fully furnished. What does that actually mean? Well, it covers all the basics you'd expect. Sofas, beds, kitchen stuff, Wi-Fi. But more importantly, in Dhaka, it also almost always includes two things you absolutely want: a backup power generator and building security. The whole point is for you to be able to walk in with just your suitcase and feel at home. Now, if you want to take convenience to a whole other level, you've got the service department. Just think of it as the best of both worlds. You get the space and privacy of your own home, but with all the perks of a nice hotel. We're talking regular cleaning, laundry services, and 24/7 support. It's the ultimate hassle-free option. Okay, so where do you look for these places? You've got three main options. Online platforms are a great place to just start browsing and see what's out there. For a more hands-on approach, relocation companies that specialize in helping expats are amazing. And never, ever underestimate the power of online expat groups. A recommendation from someone who's already been through it, that's pure gold. Now, before you even dream of signing that contract, you need to get crystal clear on a few things. Use this slide as your must-ask checklist. Find out about utilities, the security deposit, who fixes things when they break, and what services actually includes. The golden rule here is so simple: never assume. Get every single answer in writing. Trust me, this will save you from pretty much any headache later on. Okay, that brings us to the stuff nobody loves but everybody needs to get right: the money and the paperwork. Understanding the costs and what you're signing is absolutely critical to protect yourself and make sure everything goes smoothly.
So, what kind of budget are we talking about? Well, in those popular expat areas we've mentioned, a realistic monthly rent is going to land somewhere between $250 and $1,200 US. I know, that's a wide range, but it covers everything from a simple one-bedroom to a much larger family apartment, all depending on the location and the perks.
When it's time to lock down your new place, you'll usually make two payments up front. The first month's rent, of course, and a security deposit. Now here's a super important piece of information. By law, that deposit cannot be more than 1 month's rent. Don't let anyone tell you differently. And as always, get a receipt for every single penny.
I need you to pay close attention to this slide, because this is your single most important legal protection. Never, and I mean never, rent without a formal written agreement. In Bangladesh, this contract has to be done on official 150 Dhaka stamp paper. And get this, if your lease is longer than a year, it has to be officially registered to even be legally valid. This document is your shield. Do not skip this step.
That contract basically lays out a clear set of rules for everyone. You have the right to get receipts for your payments and to be protected from being kicked out unfairly. On the flip side, your main responsibilities are pretty simple. Pay your rent on time, and don't go knocking down walls without getting permission first. It's a straightforward, two-way street. You've signed the lease, you've got the keys, that's awesome. Congratulations. But you're not quite at the finish line. There are just a few final steps to take that will help you truly settle in and start feeling like Dhaka is your home. To really hit the ground running, here's a quick post-move checklist. First, get your immigration registration sorted out if you're staying more than 2 months. Next, open up a local bank account. It'll just make your finances so much easier. And finally, a little tip that makes a huge difference. Learn a few basic phrases in Bengali. A small effort to connect with the local culture will be appreciated more than you know.
So as we wrap this up, let's just come back to the main point. Renting in Dhaka as a foreigner doesn't have to be this complicated, stressful thing. The key message is this: if you go unprepared and you fight for clarity on everything, you can navigate this whole process with total confidence. Preparation really is everything.
And I just want to leave you with this thought from our source material, because it really captures the entire goal of this process. With the right approach, you're not just finding a place to stay. You're finding a place where you can actually genuinely feel at home in an incredible new country. By understanding how the rental market works now, picking a neighborhood that fits you, and knowing your legal rights, you are fully equipped to find an amazing home in Dhaka. So the only question left is, are you ready to start your Bangladesh adventure?